Hi, Liz.
Oh, hi, Donna. Did you make a top 11 favorite NC moments list for 2015?
Of course. I've been working on it for months. Congrats on reaching 600 subscribers, by the way. And nice shirt.
Thanks.
Did I hear correctly that you're doing something different this year?
Yeah. As a gift for my over 600 subscribers, plus the fact that most of my favorite moments this year are a little longer than last year's, I decided it'd be easier to just talk about them and share why I like them than to merely make a clip show, like I did the previous 2 years. Plus, I also reduced my list from a top 20 list to a top 15 list. I hope you don't mind. I know last year you made a top 11 list where you talked about your favorite moments, and it was great. I loved every minute of it. Funny thing about it, though, a lot of your favorite moments were on my list, too. Just in different rankings. Weird, huh?
Yeah. And no, I don't mind. I mean, it's not like I patented the format or anything. Plus, I doubt we're gonna have the exact same picks on our list this year. For one thing, you have more slots than I do. So yeah, I don't mind at all.
Cool, thanks.
No problem. Well, I'll let you get back to your video. Good luck. I'll let you know when mine comes out. If it hasn't been out already. Take care.
So without further ado, here is my top 15 favorite Nostalgia Creek moments of 2015. Schmuck becoming Schmucker in the Matrix Reloaded review.
Wow, you're good. Of course, with a name like Schmucker, I have to be good.
The first time I watched this review, I didn't get the supposed joke that was made, and I thought this was the reason why.
A special shout out to the people over 30 who actually got that joke.
However, after watching the review again, I figured out what the joke was without having to look it up. I would go into more detail and explain how I figured it out and what it is, but that would take up too much time. Instead, I'll give you a hint. If you didn't get the joke, you're probably jealous people did. The gender-reversed bedtime Barbie commercial sketch from Conquest of the Commercials. This absolutely cracks me up. The original commercial for bedtime Barbie was funny enough, but the idea of reversing the genders for the commercial is even more so.
Her whole body's soft. Let's get ready for bed.
The adequately impressive 3 from the Fantastic Four review. I love the Malcolm, Tamara, and Critic trio. It is one of the cutest developments to come from New NC, and this review really showcases it. The opening shot of the 3 of them skipping and holding hands, the group shot of them in costume, and the ending shot with Tamara pinching Rob's cheek are simply adorkable. I also liked when Malcolm turns the news reporter into Mario from Super Mario 64. At first, I was disappointed that Rob didn't get superpowers along with them, but the ending scene completely made up for it.
Come to me!
Also, I did not expect the Hong Kong 97 references. The return of Ask That Guy and Mr. Puppy from the Jurassic World Clipless review. Ignoring the elephant in the room regarding the controversy of the Clipless reviews, which I actually like, this sketch humorously explains why Doug and crew decided to make them.
Well, what's more important than freedom of speech being threatened by insecure goons? Complaining how their freedom of speech is being threatened by a bunch of insecure goons.
Actually, this whole segment is a reference to a video from the early years of That Guy with the Glasses, titled How 5-Second Movies Works, which is why I love it so much. The League of Good Actors Who Give One Bat Crazy Performance from the Jupiter Ascending review. Do I need to explain why I like this? Just look at it.
Remember Jeremy Irons from Dungeons & Dragons?
I've won so many awards, it doesn't matter what I do.
Or how about Glenn Close from 101 Dalmatians?
Oh, it's worth losing your dignity if you get to do an evil laugh.
That's what drew me to it.
Michael Sheen?
Only to those who nominated me for Frost Nixon, but to the rest of the world, I'm that crazy from Twilight who went,
Speaking of actors who were in Frost Nixon.
Oh, Frank Langella, you're in here too?
Yes, in one of my favorite roles, as Skeletor. Because, as we all know, the higher the screen, the higher the paycheck!
The Pet Rock trailer from the Smurfs review. There's really not that much to explain for this one either. It basically satires the Smurfs movie and how it was marketed. The guest appearance of John Bailey as the narrator, Malcolm voice acting as Samuel L. Jackson, and the inclusion of the "Just Do It" meme were amazing. Best combination ever. The Haunted Mansion review had some pretty amazing moments, including the return of General Zod, but there was one brief moment that really caught my attention.
What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be up here. This is unspeakable. Unspeakable.
Inconceivable even! Come on, high five. You knew that was coming. Come on, give me a high five. Actually put your hand on the computer screen and give me a high five. Come on, high five. High five me, bro. High five. If you actually do it, I will be concerned about you.
What's even funnier is I kinda saw it coming, and yet I still did it. I guess my inner fangirl took over the logical center of my brain. I mean, it's happened before. Case in point.
I don't recognize this.
But still, this moment gave me a good opportunity to comfortably laugh at myself.
High five me, bro. High five. If you actually do it, I will be concerned about you.
I could blab about this review all day. It is one of my favorites from 2015. In fact, when it first came out, I was worried about how its moments might dominate this list. However, after a few months went by, this moment was the one that really stood out above the rest. The graphics, the acting, the lyrics, the fan-made animation, everything about it was genius. Also, check out the side-by-side comparison of this version to the original theme song. It's amazing! I didn't grow up with TMNT, but I somehow still felt nostalgic about it. It is that powerful. Tamra's rant from the Pixels Clipless review. In the previous Clipless review, Jurassic World, Tamra and Malcolm hardly had any lines outside of the reenactment of the movie, so when I heard the Pixels review was going to be clipless, I figured it would be the same. But when Peter Dinklage's character, as played by Jim, says this,
I entered the cheat code to teleport my car in the last challenge like I did years ago to beat you.
Wait, can I take this one? Are you f***ing kidding me? No, seriously, are you f***ing kidding me? First of all, how did you enter a cheat code at a championship? Did none of the hundreds of people there see you enter it? Second of all, where did you enter it? Your f***ing car? Did you have a control panel on your wheel? Or did you just honk f***ing Morse code at them? Third of all, how the f*** did you teleport your car? This is real life! You can't teleport your car or enter cheat codes in real life.
I've heard a lot of people complain about the clipless reviews and how they don't explain the problems with the movies, but this clip right here proves that that isn't the case. Also, you go, Tamra. I hope she, Jim, and Malcolm get more moments like these in the future. The Honest Trailers parody from Planet of the Apes. First of all, the comments requesting the parody are amazing. I didn't think Tommy Wiseau and General Zod were fans of VNC. Second, this trailer makes me nostalgic for the days when I first started watching The Nostalgia Critic.
Oh, isn't that cute? You're nostalgic for the Nostalgia Critic.
Shut up. Third, the subtitle describing Jim J. Ross is surprisingly accurate.
And white privilege, the job.
The Isaac sketches from the Children of the Corn review. First off, the character Isaac from Children of the Corn is downright hilarious. He's the best part of the movie.
Joseph has taken his things and fled this happy place. So take you his life and spill his blood. But let not the flesh pollute the corn. Cast him instead upon the road.
So naturally, there are some sketches involving him in the review. My personal favorite is the 90s style commercial for sugar-frosted children of the cornflakes. It depicts the 90s commercial formula well, and gave us the character Maniac Zack. But the best part is Doug's portrayal of Isaac.
Do it now, or your punishment shall be 1,000 times 1,000 deaths, each one more horrible than the last!
Sugar-frosted children of the cornflakes is part of this complete breakfast.
I am the word and the giver of his laws!
Red!
The Inside Out homage from the Osmosis Jones review. I freaking love Inside Out. It's one of the best Pixar movies ever. So when I saw the NC pay tribute to it in his review of Osmosis Jones, I was ecstatic. Also, the guy in the sketch playing Osmosis Jones sounds so much like Chris Rock, it's scary.
What are you looking at, bald-out Yankovic?
Oh god, an early 2000s movie, Chris Rock!
Hey, team me up with Anthony Hopkins again and we can do anything.
I'm a nostalgia for that guy, remember? Even when we don't want to admit it.
Hey, I was Lethal Weapon 4!
Candy.
Here we go.
Weight. I'm losing weight deliciously with the aid of AIDS.
I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I mean, seriously? You named your product AIDS.
Why not try AIDS?
Okay, dude, this came out in the mid-80s. Were none of you reading a paper?
I did a little bit of digging on the internet and found out that the product was introduced before the discovery of HIV and AIDS. But still, these ads carried on even after AIDS was discovered, so yeah, epic fail there, marketing team.
Why take diet pills when you can enjoy AIDS?
I can safely say there are some reasons.
The critics' reactions are the best part, especially when it goes into the uncomfortable corner.
Lose weight deliciously with the aid of AIDS.
Now comes with sweaty collar to tug at. Wow!
Try peanut butter AIDS.
Devil vs. the Menace from the Mad Max Fury Road clipless review. I know this is an exaggerated depiction of Meninists or MRAs, but still I loved every satirical minute of this scene. First of all, it involves freaking Devil one of my favorite side characters. Second, the three Meninists are hilarious. Third, Devil speech is my favorite part of the review.
Hey, here's a thought. If you have to complain about how someone's stealing your manhood, chances are you never had your manhood to begin with. What are you, 5? You're afraid you're gonna get cooties? And how's that working out for you anyway? Are women just falling at your feet because you and complain about them online? Real chick magnet, guys. You must get a lot. You know what? Keep living in your mama's basement, because the grown-ups are gonna make a more bad world, and we don't need your crybaby tears it up.
Also, I fully ship Hyper. Wow, there's a sentence I never thought I'd say in a million years.
We're not who we were. We change. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse, but we all change. Movies like this don't want us to change. They try to shame those who do things their own way. They act like the importance is in the details and not in the overall message. This is a horrible thing to teach, especially when talking about Christmas. But we shouldn't be ashamed of our past, nor should we glorify it. It's like anything. There's positives and negatives. There's good moments in bad times, and there's bad moments in good times. Because of this, traditions can be hard to figure out too. Sometimes we obsess over things when we don't need to. Other times we try something new when we probably should have left good enough alone. But in between one foot in the past and one in the future lies what matters most. The choices we make now are what always has and always will define who we are. So, this Christmas, when you're remembering to be kind and understanding of others, remember to be kind and understanding of yourself. And those moments you remember as being embarrassing, you may find are not only the most precious moments, but often the most important. And sometimes should be looked at with more appreciation than you think. We're always going to get angry at ourselves, but as long as you always try to learn and get better, you'll find it doesn't last that long. And trust me when I say, you're definitely worth the time.
You're Liz. You do what you want, girl. Ignore me.